Hello and welcome back to another fragrance fanatic video. Today I'm going to be looking at this Davidoff Cool Water Aftershave. It's a fragrance that I am not a huge fan of, but I want to see if I can warm to it. Now look, I always say this, I want to get these reviews out quickly so you can watch the entire thing and get my full opinion on them. So welcome back, let's get on with this review. So first of all, the box. I've got to say I love the box. It's a lovely kind of blue sheen to it. It's, I think, what you call metallic, kind of sky blue colour. It's Davidoff Cool Water. It's the aftershave concentration, and that's a different fragrance to the Eau de Toilette. It also comes in a pourer rather than a atomizer spray. And a little bit of background, this was advertised and first came out in 1988. So it's an old fragrance, it's a classic. It's something that you need to own in your collection apparently, according to many other reviewers, if you want to be a reviewer or if you want to be in the community as a fragrance collector. Apparently it's a must-have. It's very, very cheap. I got this at TK Maxx, the British version of TJ Maxx, for about £15, I think. So it's a very classic old fragrance. Now, when you look at this bottle, this is I think this is a 75ml fragrance, so that's 2.5 fluid ounces. I don't know if it is just that this is the aftershave version, but it is quite a dark bottle actually. I've seen very light bottles before, and something I quite like about the cap is that I can't quite describe it, but it gets to a point where it's quite taut when you're unscrewing it, and then just pops off, which is quite nice. So initially when I smelled this, I thought it just smelled super, super cheap, and I have quite an uncommon opinion with this fragrance. I don't understand really why I dislike it. It's something I think just about this particular type of fresh fragrance. You know, it smells of fresh, clean clothing straight out of the wash. It smells of almost like cleaning liquid, but I also just smell this really strong alcohol. Now, I don't know again if I'm being unfair in referring to this aftershave, because I will do an Eau de Toilette review at some point. Aftershave is higher in alcohol concentration, as it's there to close your pores on your skin after you have had a shave. And it's also there, you know, they scented it as well to make sure that you smell nice as well, but originally this was meant to, you know, clean your face. It was meant to close up those pores after, you know, having a hot flannel on your face after a shave. And so I'm wondering whether that's kind of got that background to it. You know, this is 1988 this came out, so I'm wondering if that's possibly why it smells so strong of alcohol when you first smell it. As that dies down, it becomes a lot more palatable for me, and it's almost kind of homely. It's nice. It's a lovely, clean, fresh smell. And when I say clean, I really do mean clean. It smells like a piece of clothing that you've just taken out of the shower, taken out of the washing machine, or taken out of the laundry, and you hung it up, you're putting it on, and it just smells of that kind of laundry powder kind of scent. It also smells quite green. It smells quite summery, outdoorsy. It would really, if you were to ask a situation you would wear this in, I would say personal situation, straight out of the shower, or early in the morning after a shave, something like that. Something where you've just cleaned yourself, and you certainly wouldn't be wearing it on a night out. I know a lot of people used to wear the Davidoff Cool Water Eau de Toilette on a night out. Again, I'm not so sure I understand why. I guess it's just different times, more options nowadays. This also, I wouldn't recommend for winter time. Yes, fair enough, if you're in the house, it doesn't really make a difference. If you're in the house and it's just for you, aftershave wise, out the shower, fair enough. But I wouldn't recommend it if you're just coming out of the shower and you're expecting to go out and have a nice night out, or say Christmassy time. It's not gonna work. It just doesn't work with that kind of vibe. It's far too fresh and clean smelling to work with that kind of situation. So that's my kind of impressions, my first impressions of Cool Water Aftershave. Again, it's a bit rough. It's hard to describe a fragrance that I'm not quite sure of, but that's my view of the aftershave version. I will be doing an Eau de Toilette version review at some point in the future, near future. But for now, I'm not so sure I want to be ordering it immediately, given my opinion on the aftershave version, if it's any similar. Let me know in the comments down below if it is any similar, because if it's not, then I shall definitely be getting it as soon as possible. Thank you for watching the video, and I'll see you next time on The Fragrance Fanatic. Bye for now.